Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love college football as much as I do. Right off the bat, I'm going to tell you Notre Dame is going to beat USC, and I'll tell you why before you call me an idiot on here. Looking at USC's defense, number-wise, they give up 27 points a game. That's not terrible, but you know what their weaknesses are? They've had 4 turnovers. 3 of them have been fumbles. They've given up 41 points to back-to-back either one-dimensional or not good offenses. And with the Colorado game on the road, by the way, they gave up 200 rushing yards. And Colorado is not a running team at all. So that's not good. Their defense is 40% on third down. That's kind of bad. Most notably, their last 3 games, 3 out of 10 their offense only converts 40% of the time on third down. 3 of 10, 3 of 9, 3 of 9 in their last 3 games. That's not good. Offensively, they do put up 52 points a game, but their run defense is not very good. Colorado exposed that pretty bad. That is alarming. If you're a USC fan and you're going to Notre Dame against a team who's known for running the football. Now, I know you look at the Louisville-Duke game. Look, you got to understand, anytime you're a top 10 caliber team and before that, you lose to Ohio State at home on kind of a fluke loss. I call it a fluke. You can say whatever you want. If Notre Dame has that extra defensive lineman, Ohio State ain't scoring. All right? They went to back-to-back undefeated teams, road games, and struggled in both those games like anybody else would, And to be honest, Notre Dame is still a really good team. They only give up 16 points a game, and I'm including the Louisville game, and they put up 34 points a game. All right? And they struggle on third down against undefeated road teams. Of course they're going to struggle on third down. Anybody else would too. Okay? And they played good defenses. You know who doesn't have a good defense? USC. This game's at home for Notre Dame. And Marcus Freeman is still a young coach who's still learning how to coach and avoid dumb things like yesterday going for on fourth down and only having 10 guys on the field play against Ohio State. So I think he's still going through learning pains. Think about it. He hasn't had embarrassing losses like Stanford and Marshall last year. That was pretty bad. He's lost to ranked teams, Ohio State and Louisville. Louisville's undefeated, so I think people are overreacting about that. Again, he's still a young coach. Let's also look at the kicking game. Notre Dame has been pretty decent at kicking field goals this year. USC's only had to attempt 5 kicks because, again, their offense is good, but they've missed 2 of those. What I think the difference will be Notre Dame's run game and the fact that they have a pretty good quarterback in Sam Hartman who will be able to expose USC's defense a lot. And if Notre Dame runs the football, they eat up a lot of clock time. So I think that will also help them. And I think Notre Dame's defense is good enough to get at least 2 or 3 key stops against USC's offense. And Notre Dame's defense is good at forcing turnovers. Even in the loss yesterday, they did force a fumble. And they held Louisville to a few field goals and helped them miss one. I do think, and that red zone defense, when they had the 3 field goals to kind of pull away, they were held to field goals in the red zone. So that's a good, or just outside the red zone either way, really good, right? Score prediction? Where's my pen? This I haven't figured out yet. I have Notre Dame winning this game 35. And I think USC finally catches their first loss on the road to a Notre Dame team that literally has nothing to lose. They're not going to the playoffs. They're probably not going to a New Year's Six bowl. But Notre Dame has a chance to ruin USC's perfect season and a chance to knock them out the playoffs. I think they lose this game 35-30. Caleb Williams is a beast. He's going to have rushing yards. But the problem is Notre Dame's red zone defense is way better than what it was last year. And even then, against Louisville, they didn't play badly. They held them to a bunch of field goals in the game. Same thing with Duke. Duke could not score in the red zone. The only reason why I think USC has a good chance is because of Caleb Williams. It's hard to tackle him. And Notre Dame's defense couldn't really stop the Duke quarterback from running around, Leonard Riley. But I do think Notre Dame will consume a lot of clock. They'll be able to run the ball effectively. I think Sam Hartman, this time they have a good quarterback. They don't have Drew Pine, whatever his name is. They're going to play really good offensively. You'll see Notre Dame win the time of possession Third down offensively, that should be greatly improved. You're not playing a great defense. Back to back to back, they've played good defenses. This game's at home. They'll be able to flex themselves a lot by running the ball and throwing the football. They should be able to convert third downs offensively. And USC offensively, again, only 40% of the time they've been able to convert third down. They've had 4 turnovers in the last several games. And again, they've had 3 fumbles. You know who likes to force fumbles? Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame pulls this game off big. They win, not big, but this is a big win for them. Marcus Freeman's going to earn a lot of respect. He's due for another big home game victory against a top 10. I think USC should be in the top 10, by the way. 35-30, give me the Irish. They win the turnover battle, time of possession battle, third down offensively, they will be able to convert. And I just think they'll be able to do enough defensively to win the game.